On behalf of the University of Strathclyde, I welcome you all here to the Barony Hall on this very special day, the Congregation for the Conferment of Degrees. It's the last congregation for this session, and we've graduated over 4,000 people in the last 2 weeks. But they always say leave the best to last, and this is definitely the best. We've got a number of different cohorts graduating today from the business school, and we have two main departments that are representing the business school today. We have the Department of Marketing and we have the Department of Management Science, but we also have other academics from the other departments, and that reflects the breadth of the cohorts who are graduating. I always think these are really, really special days. It's almost like a wedding for many people. Most people get married once, but some get married more than that. And here we've got people who are going through maybe the first graduation, and some are going through the second graduation, and some are even going through a third for the PhD. And that is everyone that we speak to in the graduations. It's always something that you remember for the rest of your life. It's for those of you who are graduating for the first time. This is something you won't ever forget. And the great thing about this is that your family, your loved ones, your friends who are here, they never forget it as well. And it's something really to be cherished. And it's so important that every year our staff who are on the stage today, they all come out as well to celebrate your achievement that has been very challenging because of, during a lot of your studies, the coronavirus and the lockdown that we had. So it's special. And so for all those family and friends who are here when your loved one is going up onto the stage, take advantage, celebrate the way you want to celebrate, because it will be a memory that you're creating. And I can see some of the graduates, they're starting to look panicky about what's going to happen. So for the graduands, we have this ceremony, and each of the graduates, these are people who are about to graduate, they come up onto the stage, and it's symbolic of them coming to the end of their career of their life as a student. And they're capped by me, and that cap is the transition point from being a student to being a graduate, to being a member of our student body, to being a member of our alumni body. An alumni body that numbers about 210,000 across the world. And we'll speak a little bit about that later on. And so it's really symbolic, and for a lot of us, when you're seeing your loved one coming up, just think about that, the end of a journey and the beginning of a journey. And it's something really to reflect on. I find these quite profound experiences. And my family have all graduated from here. I'm a Strathclyder, so I graduated from here. I did the same walk a number of years ago. So it is special. So without further ado, I'll now declare this congregation for the Conferment of Degrees open, and I invite Professor Leslie Walls, who's the Vice Dean of Strathclyde Business School, to present our graduates.
Associate Principal and Executive Dean, in the name of the University and by the authority of Senate, I present to you these students. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, for research in the Department of Management Science, Nicola Jane Irvin. For research in the Department of Marketing, Ezra Karam Moharam Abdul Latif. Cici Lisa Antonio Lechto. Yuan Zhou. For the degree of Master of Science in Business Analysis and Consulting, Wakalit Olayemi Adriangio. Rakshit Agrawal. Shali Ahirwar. Ishmael Alamzeb. Atia Mahmoud Ali. Mukesh Raj Aryumujem Vivekanandan. Sivaram Bala Subramanian. Raksha Ishwar Bilki. Alfred Kemjika Ilidkwawa. Lingesh Wari Giri Njeti. Bhavi Gayakwad. Jayakrishnan Ganesan. Salman Galani. Pranav Danraj Golhar. Sai Prajumna Itharaju. Gunajwal Jayachandra Raj Urs. Bhargav Sanjay Joshi. Jorge Alberto Morales Gonzalez. Yezwant Muchala. Aras Nadim. Kazito Osaji. Prajwala. Cormac Finton Quinn. Himanshu Raghav. Monisha Rajendra Prasad. Anaga Satyen. Nikil Nandkumar Sawant. Mohammed Atib Akil Shahizad. Aslam Basa Sheikh. Prabal Pratap Singh. Robin Singh. Vishal Srinakarth. June Thompson. Prince Yadav. In data analytics, Marius Hansen. Joey Ibineth. Yu Jin. In Project Management International, Marco Bassanina. Chiara Bertolio. Marco Carlotto. Laura Dini. Valeria Gonella. Pia Jungverth. Gayatri Vijay Kale. Chiara Liberti. Sonia Morera y Osan. Shivani Narasimhan. Marcelo David Nunes Quadrado. Beatrice Pascali. Adrián Rosella Martinez. Brad Rossoni. Tommaso Tambarini. Liliane Bao-Ann Trottier. Wei Ling Wong. Mohammed Sahil Zaman. In digital marketing management, Abdul Karim Mohammed Awif. In innovation and marketing management, Kimberly Fungai Chikanga. In marketing, Sarah Tariq Y. Al-Wakil. Narali Nalesh Gala. Shivani Sandesh Karikar. Ailey McIntyre. Udiraj Moitra Biswas. Shushri Snena Prabha Nayak. Bhavi Jagdish Paladia. Shivam Sharma. In tourism marketing management, Mohit Singh Gopal Singh. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Business Analysis and Technology, Saeed Mubarak Binham Alamari. Suhail Abdullah Suhail Muhammad Alafari. Anjali Bangur. Su A. Cho. Jaya Wilma Diara. Mubarak Mohammed Ultimatum Hamid Alameri. Alicia Ho. Zechun Luo. Dylan Francis Mackey. Mohammed Raza Raksur. In Business Analysis and Technology and Business Enterprise, Ross Angus Lyon. In Business Analysis and Technology and Business Law, Noamaka Jennifer Duru. Shad Yasser Atiyat Ala Kadam Mohammed. In Business Analysis and Technology and Finance, Isabel Roberts. In Business Analysis and Technology and Human Resource Management, Adam Edward Erwick Byrne. In Business Analysis and Technology and Marketing, Mazem Ashraf Anwar Fahami Albolok. Cara Megan Chong. Amy Nicola Sills. In Business Analysis and Technology and Marketing with International Study, Ria O'Donnell. In Business Analysis and Technology and Mathematics and Statistics, Jenna Louise Ewan. Prabjot Singh. In Marketing, Lucas Aitken. Lewis Barclay. Dean Byrne. Ella Bounds. Paula Brady. Alana Chiara Mian Brani. Sophie Bremner. Holly Brown. Caitlin Carr. Stuart Robert Malcolm Carrigan. Emma Chamberlain. Katie Clegg. Sally Isabel Davis. Jodie Dinney. Eve Donaghy. Christopher Mark Douglas. Craig Finlay. Jessica Charlotte Forrest. Claire Gail Gordon. Hazel Iona Gray. Ross Arthur Hazel. Katie Mary Hudson. Neve Ann Catherine Hughes. Alexandra Dorota Kushta. Chloe Lawrence. Olivia Lawson. Stephanie Maria Lusk. Lewis Colin Mackey. Shannon MacLeod. Ariana Marini. Jamie McCash. Megan MacDonald. Robert McFadgen. Chloe Elizabeth Bell McGee. Ciara McLean. Maya McShane. Elishma Mughal. Ambika Nahar. Michael John Owens. Leah Rooney. Diksha Sani. George Turnbull. Lauren Wilson. Benjamin Young. In Marketing and Business Analysis and Technology, Samuel Collins. Mohammed Murad. Andrew Patrick Syme. In Marketing and Business Enterprise, Adam James Cook. Ben Robert Cook. Jodie Alexandra Lorna Miller. Lucy Ellis Patterson. Emily Stevenson. In Marketing and Business Enterprise with International Study, Maria Franca Krola. In Marketing and Business Law, Erin Curtis. Emma Louise Pollock. Rosie May Webb. In Marketing and Finance, Owen Cumming. Jack McGoldrick. In Marketing and Finance with International Study, Amy Christie O'Donnell. In Marketing and Hospitality and Tourism Management, Emily Charlotte Evans. Ellie Philp. Andrew Donald Redman. Tessa Robertson. In Marketing and Human Resource Management, Carly Akar. Emma Frances Cheney. Rosanna Mascanini. Mary Patterson. Harsharan Rai. Fraser Telfer. Maria Tusadek. In Marketing and Human Resource Management with International Study, Cara Ann McCoy. Kirsty Peasley. In Marketing and Psychology, Zainab Abdul Rahman. Kira Lawson. In Marketing with International Study, Matthew Graham Adams. Fern Brown. Jared Edra Keir. Aidan Murphy. Gabrielle Sinclair.
Distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, proud families, friends, and most importantly, our fantastic, inspiring, brilliant Strathclyde graduates of 2024. Congratulations, you've done it. I'm a business school graduate myself, and I love these congregations, and I love to just see all our business school graduates. And I always feel that our graduates always give you the best cheers, so congratulations. And that's good. It always makes us feel good, because this will be on the video, and we've someone up there at the back as well shouting. We've actually got different cohorts here. We've got our joint degree from that we have with the Politecnico di Milano, the group at the back. So, and it's always wonderful to have our Italian course. So we run a joint programme with Politecnico di Milano, and it's fantastic to see you all here in Glasgow. But we've got people from all over the world, and it's not just those who have come over to come to Glasgow. We actually have hundreds of people following this on live stream. And to those, I welcome you who are watching in from everywhere onto this today's congregation. And today we gather to celebrate an extraordinary milestone in your lives and your families' lives. And as we all sit here and we're adorned in our graduation regalia, I want you to just take a moment to reflect on the journey that has brought you to this point. I mentioned that a lot of you have studied and started your studies during the coronavirus pandemic, where you studied on your own in your room, tried to really get onto that educational journey. And although that was incredibly tough, it actually brought and developed a number of characteristics in you that other graduation cohorts wouldn't have experienced. And that will stand you in good stead in the future. Those times when you worked on your own, trying to get your education, understand it, build that community, that will be there with you for the rest of your lives. And each of you has shown a remarkable dedication, resilience and intellect to reach this day. You've weathered challenges that many other graduating cohorts will never have even thought to overcome. And you've embraced the opportunities that have come with it. And you've grown in ways that you won't actually fully realise yet. And this is a special year for us at the University of Strathclyde because you're graduating in the university's Diamond Jubilee anniversary year, marking 60 years since the late Queen Elizabeth II awarded the Royal Charter that conferred university status to our institution. And through this charter, the Royal College of Science and Technology became the University of Strathclyde. That was the first university to be established in Scotland for almost 400 years, and it was Britain's first technological university, and we're incredibly proud of that. This rich history is the foundation upon which you've all built your education. Strathclyde was founded in 1796 during the Scottish Enlightenment through the bequest of Professor John Anderson, who, believing in knowledge for the good of all, he wished to establish a place of useful learning. And we've remained faithful to this founding principle, which continues to guide us today as we strive to make a positive impact on society and the world. And when you go through the campus, you'll see the university crest, and in a lot of places, you'll see that we've got a place of useful learning. We're really proud of that, and that's what characterises our degrees. We translate the research excellence into real applied knowledge that you can use once you graduate and follow your careers. And as you graduate today, you join a long line of distinguished alumni who have gone on to excel in their chosen fields. This includes notable names such as the physician, missionary and explorer David Livingstone, the television pioneer John Logie Baird, Lady Elise Angelini, the former Lord Advocate of Scotland, the former leader of the Scottish Conservative Party, Dame or Baroness Annabel Goldie, Debbie Crosbie, who's the Chief Executive of Nationwide Building Society, and entrepreneur, philanthropist, and long-time supporter of the University of Strathclyde, Sir Tom Hunter. And it's fair to say we can all recognise that you're graduating at a pivotal point in the world's history. The world is rapidly evolving. It's presenting both unprecedented challenges, but extraordinary opportunities. And as graduates of your esteemed business school and your esteemed programmes, you're uniquely positioned to shape the future of business and society. And remember, you're not just leaving with a degree, you're departing with a powerful set of tools. Your time at Strathclyde and your journey here has equipped you with more than just knowledge. Think about it. You've developed critical learning skills, thinking skills. You've learned to innovate in the way that you studied and undertook your research. And you've honed your ability to lead with empathy and vision. And these are skills that will set you apart in years to come. And as you step into the next chapter of your lives, I want you to carry with you just three key messages that I want to just share with you that has really helped me in my career. First of all, embrace change and innovation. The world and the business world is evolving at an unprecedented pace. Technologies that seemed like science fiction a few years ago are now reshaping industries and society. AI is evolving on a monthly basis. And as Strathclyde graduates, you've been trained to not just adapt to change, but to drive it. Embrace new ideas, challenge the status quo, and never ever stop learning. Your ability to innovate and lead change will be your greatest asset. The second thing I want to say is, throughout your lives and as you go on into your career, always lead with purpose and integrity. Your education has prepared you to be more than just successful professionals. It's prepared you to be ethical leaders. In a world grappling with complex challenges from climate change to social inequality to geopolitical tensions, we need leaders who can balance profit with purpose. And as you climb the ladder of success, remember to lift others with you. Your decisions will impact not just on the bottom line of a business, but on people's lives and our planet's future. So lead with integrity, empathy, and a commitment to making a positive difference. And wherever you find yourself, lead a life of service for others. And then my third point is that whatever path you take, create your own path. It's your life, it's your choice. And this degree that you've just studied, it's not a destination, it's a launch pad. The future's not something that happens to you, it's something that you will all individually create. And whether you join a multinational corporation, launch your own startup, or pursue a career in public service, remember that you have the power to forge your own path. Don't be afraid to take risks. Challenge conventions and reimagine what is possible. You're graduating from a university that is the forefront of research and innovation. The University of Strathclyde is a research-intensive institution committed to creating new knowledge and understanding to tackle the challenges of our times. And this isn't just a self-aggrandizing claim. In the recent Research Excellence Framework, which is a UK government assessment of the quality of the university's research, almost 90% of Strathclyde's research was assessed as world-leading or internationally excellent. We had the second highest impact quality profile in Scotland, demonstrating the effect our research has on everyday lives. And indeed, just last week, the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings in 2024 placed Strathclyde at joint 25th in the world out of nearly 2,000 universities for our positive contribution to achieving the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. Our commitment to innovation extends beyond our research. In the near future, we will be creating another innovation centre named in honour of one of our most successful alumni, a Strathclyde Business School alumnus, Dr. Charles Hwang, who donated £50 million to the University of Strathclyde. That's the largest ever gift a Scottish university has received, and this will transform the former Students' Union building into a key element of the university's technology and innovation zone. It will allow more businesses to co-locate with the university. It will improve productivity, develop world-class talent and technology, and accelerate inclusive economic growth. And as you leave these halls, you're going to join a global network of over 210,000 Strathclyde alumni who are making their mark across the world. From pioneering entrepreneurs to influential policymakers, our graduates are at the forefront of positive change in almost every country in the world. And you, all of you today, now carry the torch of this proud legacy. Your own business school continues to excel in the global stage. We are ranked among Europe's top 90 business schools in this year's Financial Times ranking. We're the highest placed business school in Scotland. Our executive MBA is the top 100 in the world, and according to the CEO magazine 2024 rankings, we are recognised as a Tier 1 global MBA and 15th in the world for our executive MBA. These are rankings, but our rankings and our achievements, they go beyond that. We're incredibly proud to say that this year Strathclyde Business School secured the silver level Athena Swan status for our work to advance gender equality. The business school maintained our triple accreditation status. We were accredited twice out of those 3 accreditations in the last few months. And that puts your business school into the elite 0.7% of business schools worldwide with triple accreditation. And it's our students as well. Our students continue to shine in competitions. In the Department of Marketing, we had a team of 3 Strathclyde students who won the Chartered Institute of Marketing's The Pitch competition for the 2nd year running. Our hospitality and tourism management programs have been re-accredited by the Institute of Hospitality, affirming their relevance to industry needs and high standards. And looking to the future, we're expanding our reach globally. We've recently announced initiatives to expand our teaching activities in Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. We're partnering with the Princess Noura bint Abdul Rahman University in Riyadh. That's the world's largest women's university with over 35,000 women students. And we're going to be working with them to upskill women in the kingdom in technology, engineering, science, business and the humanities. And our first programme there is going to be a business school programme. It's going to be our executive MBA. Now, earlier I spoke about some of our past alumni who have impacted the world. But the thing is, when you look around this room, this hall, and you look at all you graduates from all the different fields, I see people who have the power to impact the world. You have the power. Every single alumnus who went through this all sat where you're sitting. I sat where you're sitting as well. And I see future CEOs, entrepreneurs, thought leaders and change makers. I see individuals who will revolutionise industries, create jobs, solve social challenges, and, most importantly, inspire the next generation. I see people who will make the world a better place. And I say that because every year we come out, we see graduates coming out and doing those exact same things. And you will be doing that as well. So remember, success is not measured solely by titles or financial rewards. Just remember, it's measured by the impact that you make. And as you build your own careers, ask yourselves, how can I use my skills to create value, not just for myself, but for society? How can I be a force for positive change in my own community and beyond? And the road ahead may not always be smooth. You'll face challenges, you'll face setbacks, you'll face moments of doubts. We all do. It doesn't matter what stage in your career you are. But in those moments, remember this day. Remember the resilience that got you here, the knowledge that you've gained, and the network of support that you have around you. You've got your graduating cohort, you've got your family and friends, you've got the academic staff, and you've got those 210,000 alumni who call themselves Strathclyders all over the world. And you are Strathclyde graduates. You're innovative, you're collaborative, you're ambitious, you're people-oriented, and you're bold. And you have the power to overcome any obstacle and turn those challenges that you face into opportunities. And as you leave this ceremony and step into the world as Strathclyders, as Strathclyde graduates, I want you to feel a sense of excitement and limitless possibility. The future is yours to shape, and I have no doubt that you will do so with brilliance, integrity, and purpose. And in closing, let me say this. The world needs your talents, your ideas, and your leadership now more than ever. So go forward with confidence. Dream big, and never, ever underestimate your ability to make a difference. Your Strathclyde education has given you wings. Now it's time to fly. So congratulations, class of 2024. All of us on this stage are so proud of you. We can't wait to see the incredible future you'll create, and thank you very much. So we come to the end of our ceremony, our congregation. I hope you've had a great time. I hope you had a great day. It's only halfway through the day. We've still got the evening to enjoy, and the weekend for some of you. So usually at this point, just after the ceremony, we have an academic procession. The staff and the faculty will go out first, followed by our graduates, and then the family. Because we always say that when someone graduates at Strathclyde, it's not just them that become a Strathclyder. It's their families that become a Strathclyder. And I hope for those of you who haven't gone to university yet, and maybe thinking of going to university, think of Strathclyde as a place for you to come, because we'd love to have you here. Keep it in the family. So now we have the digital signal of the hands up or the hands down. Is hands up? Scottish weather, you never know. Even though it's June, even though it's June, we still have to check. So it means the weather's good enough for us to have the academic procession. So please, if you please be upstanding, I now declare today's congregation for the Conferment of Degrees closed, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.